What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Guys, I just have a feeling that today is going to be one of those special kinds of Thursdays. You know those Thursdays where things are just coming and you know you're a bit tired of the week, but then something happens and all of a sudden you're just feeling so good going into the weekend? Well, that's what happened to me when I saw Joey perform in the beginning of the show, guys. I just felt like, you know what, today's going to be a good day. And that's why I decided, no, we have to come and sit down so we can talk about a few things in this man's career. This man is an actor, he's a musician. He has one of the best upcoming stories that you could ever hear. And at the same time, guys, this is someone that is really pushing the boundaries for what we could possibly imagine an artist could do. The two encompassing word of an artist. Guys, please help me to welcome Joey Lopodi Gaza to the building, guys. So sorry about flubbing it there, buddy, but it's just, you know what, you just have such a powerful name that it's like, you know what, it says a lot. I mean, if I see that on a movie in the cast, or if I see that, you know what, this guy's gonna be performing, immediately my eyes is there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's the biggest thing I want, you know, just because the title itself is like, it's kind of self-entitled, but I'm like, I feel like I earned it. So I'm like, if it's there, I'll take even if it's a flop, but as long as you get through with it, I'll take it.
I really appreciate the energy, buddy. And now, listen, you just have one of the coolest stories of where you all started, or like where you came, like the moment you came over to Cape Town, the move to America. Yeah. Please let the audience at home, let them just know a little bit about you.
Well, honestly, just say it briefly, summer it up. I mean, I'm homegrown. This is what the show is about. Like, I'm from Cape Town. First time I really started making music and films was in Cape Town. I went to LA just for a couple years. They embraced me over there. They said, "Hey, you got the accent, you got the energy. We want to, get a bit of you over there to see what we can do with you." And I went out there and I, did my thing. Took it from the southwest to the northwest, southwest to the northwest. Northwest. It's not you just love
yeah,
right?
I was gonna say.
Southwest to the northwest. And honestly, I showed them some love and they showed me some love. And yeah, I'm really thankful for it. But now I'm back home and I want to make some noise,
That's amazing, man. And like you said, even if you flop it, as long as you get till the end.
The West Side still loves me. Flop or not, they still love me.
But now I want to know the move to Cape Town.
Yeah.
Like, what was so significant about that? Because a lot of artists that come onto the show, they usually say that when they come to Cape Town, that's when their music really it just goes to a whole other level. So how was it personally for you?
Me personally, it was just about the love. Honestly, when I first came here, I didn't think that, there's a whole diversity. There's Xhosas, there's Congolese, there's South Africans, there's colors, there's all. Honestly, I think here in Cape Town, the diverse groups honestly embrace each other, right? Yeah. Because we all want to share the same thing, so we love each other in a way that we put each other up there, right? Cape Town is a place where you can come, show what you got, and people actually embrace it without being like, oh, no, this person's from over there. We don't mess with that. No, just go back over there. Cape Town's like, bring it over here. Let's celebrate and let's make something beautiful out of it. And that's what I love about Cape Town.
I mean, talking about making something beautiful, we can't talk about this man and not mention the fact that you're also an actor. And guys, spoiler alert for the people at home, we are actually with the exact same agency. You are represented by Artist Personal Management,
yes, sir.
Which is the top agency in South Africa. And that already says a lot. Now, take us to appearing on BBC, appearing on Netflix, appearing on Mnet, and just all the stuff that you've been getting into, because we're going to get into how did that clash with the music, but I want to hear about the acting now.
The acting side was honestly where it started. Like, coming to Cape Town specifically when it came to getting management. I started with, I think it was APM at first. Artist Personal Management came just when I got back. It was JPM, and JP, but Judith was my first manager. Yeah. She took me on. She said, "Hey, I love your accent. You have this American accent thing going for you. It's gonna go crazy here in Cape Town." And I said, "Yeah, no problem." And then I thought it was just like, oh, I sound some type of way, so they might use me for some commercials. But then she just started loading me with opportunities. That's Netflix came in, and Mnet said, "Hey, no, we just need somebody with your specific persona." And I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And it's just been a whole thing of like people just embracing me, internationals embracing me, Cape Town embracing me. I think mostly for the fact that everybody has that doubt of like, is this gonna work? Is it not gonna work? And I think the fact that a lot of people wanted to work with me, kept me positive about working in this industry. And I said the film side embraced me and reassured me that this is the right thing.
But now, I mean, speaking about the doubt coming into it, you are in two careers that has a whole lot of doubt. You're in film and also the music. Do the two clash? Do they, like how do you manage to balance the two?
I mean, for the most part, I think they work hand in hand. Because, well, for me specifically, because I don't hesitate to let people know that as much as I'm doing this, I want it to reflect how much of an artist I am. Yeah. So as much as I'm going into the films, you get to be the bad guy or the good guy. But for the most part, you have this thing where they like, oh, no, we're going to, incorporate some of your music self, the style that you bring into the roles that you play. Obviously, you know, a lot of directors are gonna be like, no, throw that all away, just do this. But I think for the most part, I've gotten to be myself and express my brand as in a whole in both worlds. So I feel for me it's been working hand in hand. I haven't had the biggest clash so far with music and film and the film industry.
Luckily for that, actually. Now,
I'm really
extremely briefly with the people at home.
Yeah.
Where can they find you, and also is there anything that they can be looking out for coming in this year?
Definitely this new single that I just did for you guys. It's called Sans Effet. It's really just a playful song. You know, like fresh new couple. You guys, you know how it is. You're sitting in the house. She wants your attention. You're playing video games. So it's like that looking for drama thing where it's like she's always looking for drama. That's, you know what I mean?
I get what you mean,
So that's, I'm like, so it's not going to work. So it's really a playful track. It's coming out first week of March.
And where can they find you?
Spotify, iTunes, honestly, all streaming platforms, including YouTube. It's Le Prince Joey G. That's French and English because I like to dabble in both since I am a bit of both. Le Prince Joey G. L.E. Prince Joey G. And on Instagram, it's Le Prince Lopodi. So you can tag me and find me at any point, but I'll be right here on your screens making a whole lot of noise. Trust me.
You're getting everyone excited now from that performance, the way you just spoke about that also, and also the fact that I could see so much coming. I just want to say thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much for performing the way you do. Guys, please go and follow this guy on all of his socials and keep up to date with everything that's going to be coming, guys.